All right, hello, good morning, good evening, and good night. I hope you guys are doing absolutely fantastic because today we're going to be talking about a topic that I haven't discussed in a little while. And one that I want to talk about is when I buy my Yieldmax investments. Because as you guys know, if you guys follow this channel, you guys know that we buy mainly YMAX currently in our Questrade portfolio. And basically, I want to talk about in this video is when I'm looking to buy YMAX, because for me, YMAX is really the only fund that I'm invested in. Currently, I'm invested over $10,000 into YMAX, 10,000 USD, and I'm only looking to grow that position as I add more cash to my portfolio. As you can see here, we just crossed over $20,000 and continuing to grow. And what I want to talk about in this video, I have TSOI up, but I want to go through some examples of when I'm really looking to buy YMAX. I want to show you guys in my trading history some times where I really doubled down and I really went hard on my YMAX position. And as well, I want to ask myself the questions and you the questions of when you're looking to buy, if you're looking to buy individual Yieldmax ETFs. And I'm going to kind of explain some kind of tips and tricks that I do in order to get my best prices, because when you're buying Yieldmax investments, it's very important to get a great price return. If you can get a really good price return, then you could potentially have your capital remain the same and continue to collect 77% in dividends. Or just like YMAX, which pays roughly about a 60% dividend right now. It's all about maintaining our capital, but then as well collecting our dividends. That's why we invest in Yieldmax as a whole, is because they pay high dividends, like TSLY currently with 113% yield. That is insane. But yeah, so if you guys do enjoy this video, I do want to say we're up to 5,626 subscribers, 221 subscribers in the past 28 days. I'm currently a little bit under the weather, but still, remember to get your referral code down below in this video description for Questrade if you're looking to open an account. But nevertheless, let's get into it. So YMAX, when am I looking to buy YMAX? All in short, I'm looking to buy YMAX whenever. Let me show you some history here. So these are all the times that I look to buy YMAX. My first buy was back in July. You can see here, it looks like July 24th. Basically, going to the right here, you can see I bought about $1,500 Canadian. So about $1,000, I'm just going to use American here, $1,160, which equated to about 62 shares at $18.71. Not a fantastic price considering that the price of Yieldmax has been going down, but I bought at $80.71. So that's a little bit of a disclosure there. Next, what do? We bought another, if I can kind of find it here, YMAX again. We bought roughly about $350, which is 20 shares at $17.72, if you could see on the right. And here, what I was basically doing was just taking some of the dividends and some more money that I put into my account and continuing to buy some more shares. YMAX for me is a position that I'm looking to hold and build. I'm not looking to get in and out as I would in maybe TSLY, just due to the fact that there's big price fluctuations in the underlying. When Tesla, the underlying goes way up, I want to sell. But with YMAX, it's a little less volatile. That's why I like it, and I generally believe it corresponds very well with SPY, which is the market. And so I believe YMAX is not going to have these crazy booms and busts. It's going to be able to take the majority of the upside of SPY, and that's why I choose to invest so heavily within it. Going on next here, let's go to another big YMAX buy here, which was almost $2,000 American. We're looking at 108 shares, and I bought it at $17.74. $17.74, just above the current share price. But this was all the way back, if we could see here, in August 9th. So something to keep in mind, this is currently me just averaging in, maybe using some dividends and just buying when I think it's a fair price. Because once again, I'm looking to hold YMAX long term. I'm looking to buy at fair prices. If I think YMAX is overpriced, then maybe I'm going to buy about $1,000 worth. I'm going to buy less, or I might even wait. But because I'm looking to hold this long term, I would be looking to potentially add in all the time. So going to our next buy, it is going to be a pretty sizable one here. This is where we bought 273 shares of YMAX. You can see here the quantity 273 at a great share price of $16.79. I bought YMAX when it pretty much hit the low about a month ago or so. So $16.79. I don't even know if we could find that. Yeah, something about here, $16.71. So I bought at pretty much one of the best times you could buy YMAX, and I bought huge. I bought $4,500 American dollars worth of YMAX because I seen the great price that it offered. I didn't think about buying and potentially selling this position once YMAX increased. I plan to buy and to hold, and that's why I bought so heavy at such a great price. If you're looking to just get in and out, then you might kind of get flustered with the day-to-day fluctuations and beat yourself up about when you bought and when you sold. If you see a good price and you like the asset, because at the end of the day, YMAX is an asset which pays me monthly. I'm going to show you my dividends too. Then when it goes down, if you're confident in it, you should buy at great prices and you should buy big. Now the next buy that I got, if we go to here, was just me putting in some dividends. Just very simple. It wasn't anything crazy. I received a lot of dividends from this $4,500 investment, and I decided to reinvest it back into YMAX, which is exactly what you have to do. In order to grow your portfolio with your Yieldmax investments, you have to be reinvesting. Of course, if you could reinvest at great prices like $16.79, that'd be fantastic. But you know what? Those opportunities don't come along all the time. Reinvest, reinvest, reinvest. And that is the name of the game when it comes to Yieldmax investments. And of course, I just actually added some more. It didn't really shuffle in here. It kind of went into my total price and purchase to loss, but I did add some more kind of money into my investing account, which I will look to buy most likely more YMAX. Now, I want to show you some dividends because we could have fun with all the trades, but what I do want to show you is I want to show you some of the dividends that I've received and show you how they've grown over time as I've kind of bumped up my total shares. So you could see here, I started out making about $86 in terms of dividends, paying about $13 worth of tax. Then it bumped up all the way to $179 a month when we entered August. This is when I started to buy more shares. Now, I'm receiving roughly about $130 weekly because of the amount of shares that I've accumulated, which is 519 in one trading account and then 20 in my margin. But you can see here, now we're almost making our monthly income every single week, which we will then use to reinvest and to hopefully gain more and more income as we go on weekly. That's been my strategy with YMAX. It's been invest a consistent amount at any given point in a month, not really focusing on the price, but then when I do see a great dip in the price, like we seen back here where it hit about $16.71, you buy big and you buy a lot. So it's definitely good to hold cash, find an amount that's good for you to reinvest consistently, and then when you see price drop, go in big. You have to go in bigger when you see prices drop in Yieldmax ETFs because you need to take advantage of low prices to get great dividend yields. Now, if you're buying individual funds, when I think the price is getting to a stupid level in the underlying, like I think Tesla is getting to a pretty high point, I look to potentially reduce my position. And that's just because Yieldmax takes the full length of the downside where it can be capped on the upside potential. So if you do think that the underlying is getting to a price where you're like, man, I think a lot of people might be looking to sell, maybe it's a good time to also look at potentially reducing or selling your position in your Yieldmax investment. So if you guys did enjoy this video, please do remember to subscribe up to 5,626 subscribers. Just a little video to tell you guys what I do in order for me to feel comfortable buying and holding my Yieldmax investments and at great prices. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, subscribe, like, and I hope to see you guys in the next video.